the addition and multiplication properties of equality. So let's take a look at this example. T minus 9.2 equals 6.8. Alright, so when you have a variable, here you kind of want to think of this as getting the variable by itself. Okay, so we have a t minus 9.2, so we do the opposite here, so it's minus 9.2, we're going to add 9.2 to both sides. Plus 9.2 plus 9.2. Okay, so that gives us t equals, so we now have negative 6.8 plus 9.2, which is really 9.2 minus 6.8, so t equals, what is that, 2.4. Right, you can try to do that in your head, or you could write it out, or use a calculator. Although maybe try it in your head before just reaching for the calculator. You kind of want to get out of the habit of reaching for the calculator every time you have to calculate something. Okay, so there's that one, 2.4. Let's try another example here. All right. Okay, let's see here. Pull this down. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so we have, now we're solving for x on this one. 9x plus 5.5 equals 10x. Okay, so you want to get all the variables on the same side and everything without a variable on the other side of the equals. So let's see, we have a 9 and a 10. I could subtract the 10 from the 9x. We have this kind of intuition that we want the x's to be on the left-hand side of the equals, but that's not necessary, right? I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 9x from both sides. There's nothing that says the variable has to be on the left-hand side of the equal. In fact, in this case, it's going to be on the right-hand side, and that's fine. In doing that, right, so here we have 9x minus 9x, those go away, so we're left with just 5.5 over here on the left. And then on the right we have 10x minus 9x is just 1x, but we don't just write 1x, we write just x, so 5.5 equals x. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with writing it this way, right? It doesn't have to be x equals 5.5, but if you don't like seeing it this way, you can always change it in your final answer, and I'll often do that too. X equals 5.5, just so it kind of looks the way we're used to seeing it. Both of these would be fine. Okay, let's try another example here. Alright, this one's going to have a little bit more going on. Alright, okay, here we go. Okay, so here we have 10 equals 8 times the quantity 3y minus 4 minus 23y plus 20 there. So let's see here. Remember we have our distributive property, so this 8 is going to go through first to both of these. Let's go ahead and take care of that first and see where we go from there. Okay, so 10 equals 8 times 3, 24y, 8 times 4 minus 32 minus 23y plus 20. Okay, next we combine like terms here. So let's combine these two together, the ones with the y's in them, and then we'll combine the constant terms together. So that gives us 10 equals, let's see, 24y minus 23y is 1y, so we'll just write y, and then we have 32, negative 32 plus 20 minus 12. Okay, so here we are, a much simpler equation. Let's go ahead and add the 12 to both sides here, right? And that just gives us 10 plus 12 is 22 equals y. There we go. Y equals 22. Okay, so here is one